Jacob deGrom is healthy, and that's bad news for hitters all around baseball. He'll make his 11th start this season. Very impressive numbers. He's 4-1 with a very good earned run average. He's pitched very well at home. He's gone 4-1 in his last 7 starts overall.
We're ready for Jacob deGrom. Right-hander winds it up, and his first offering to Bichette is sent right back up the middle, but Langford is there to grab it. 1 pitch, 1 out to start this one.
2 outs for Varsho, hitting 192. 7 home runs, 19 runs batted in.
And here's a well-hit ball down the line. It's gone. And there's a first inning run. And how about home run number 8 on the season for Dalton Varsho?
The 9th home run that deGrom has surrendered. Well, actually, it was a slider to stay that over the plate and down, and Dalton got to it. Kevin Gausman coming off a terrific outing against the San Diego Padres. 7 innings, 3 hits, and 9 strikeouts. He really owned the strike zone with his fastball and his splitter. He threw 73% strikes with his fastball, which really set up his splitter very effectively.
2 down, the pitch to Wyatt Langford. Right-handed hitter pops it up. Back of second base. Varsho is sprinting into shallow center. Waves off Stefanik, and Varsho makes the catch to end the inning. Very tidy for Kevin Gausman. A 1-2-3 bottom of the first. 1-0. The Blue Jays leading the Texas Rangers. Alejandro Osuna batting for Texas.
Here's one in the air. Another play for Varsho.
Varsho jogging forward. Stops and makes the catch. 1 out.
Here's Adolis Garcia. He's wearing the neon green spikes today.
And Garcia lines that up the middle, goes off of Stefanik's glove. He recovers, throws to first, but not in time.
Stefanik almost went Air Canada. Garcia with a single. The Rangers with their first base run.
And a fly ball shallow center field. Coming on to make the catch is Varsho.
No runs on a hit. 1 left for the Rangers.
It's 1-0 in favor of the Blue Jays. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. to lead off the 4th against Jacob deGrom.
And he got out in front of a slider and pulls it into left field for a base hit, and that'll run that streak of his of reaching base in consecutive games up to 26, the longest active streak in the majors.
Here is Varsho, who hit the home run in the first inning.
And a ball pulled down the right field line. It is going to get down on a bounce and skip up out of play. That'll be another extra base hit, a double by Varsho that's going to move Guerrero to third.
It's second and third for the Blue Jays. Nobody out.
3-0 green light and a fly ball to right field. Garcia's got to go back, and they're both tagging. Guerrero's on his way to the plate. Varsho into third. Well done by Kirk, and it's 2-0.
The infield in for Santander, who grounded to second his first time.
That's bounced down to first. Berger's going to come to the plate, and the tag placed right on Varsho. He is the second out of the inning.
Really hard hit, 102 miles an hour, giving Berger all kinds of time to get that throw to the plate. Varsho is cut down on the play that goes 3-2.
This to left center and down for a base hit. Over to cut it off is Langford. Santander up to second, and Barger with his first hit of the afternoon.
High fly ball. Short right center. Everybody meeting out there, but it is Garcia who takes control, and the inning is done.
Bottom of the 4th inning. Blue Jays leading the Rangers 2-0.
Here's Wyatt Langford, flied out to center his first time.
That ball hit hard down the left field line. That is gone. 10th of the year for Langford. And there's the thunder we're looking for today. A rocket down the line, and it's 2-1.
And right here, he got a fastball over the inner part of the plate, and he didn't miss it that time. He was able to get his hands through and drive that one down the line. That one went 373 feet, but left the bat at 113.1 miles per hour.
Swing and a miss. Good splitter there, and Young retired 2 down.
That's a gross splitter right there. Down and in. Looked like a fastball in. You can see that Young was probably thinking something hard.
2-1 the Blue Jays lead as we move to the bottom of the 5th inning. Haim, Osuna, and Adolis to do the swinging against Kevin Gausman.
Flare out into right field. And that one does drop in for Jonah Heim. So, listen, it was a little flare at 67 miles per hour, but it works for a hit.
And the Rangers trailing 2-1 of the tying run on base with nobody out for Osuna.
And Osuna with a flare out to center, drops in, base hit. First big league hit for Alejandro Osuna. That's awesome to see the family reacting and to hear the fans here reacting for Alejandro.
2 runners aboard here in a 2-1 game in favor of the Blue Jays. Adolis Garcia is up. He's singled in the 3rd.
Swing and a miss. He gets Garcia for out number 1.
Went right back to that splitter and got its chase. It's the second strikeout for Gausman, but it comes at a very timely situation.
So 2 outs, 1st and 3rd for the Rangers. Switch hitter Sam Haggerty comes up right now for Texas.
A long hold by Gausman. Runner not going, and another one where he went around. Again the appeal, and Gausman strikes out Haggerty. He threw him 5 splitters in that at bat. So 2-1 lead for the Blue Jays. A pitching change. Bruce Bochy has gone to right-hander Jacob Webb. Webb comes in to face Addison Barger with 1 on and 1 out. Barger line drive right field, and it's over the head of Garcia. He just kind of flailed at it at the last moment, hoping to make a miraculous catch, but it obviously carried further than he thought it would. And Barger has a double, sending Kirk to 3rd.
Well, that's a bad play by a former Gold Glover. That ball was hit on the line, and he never got turned around. He never really read it well. Look how he's kind of drifting on the ball, and it's well over his head.
So here's Clement, the infield in for the Rangers.
It's in the air right field, and it might be deep enough. Kirk tags. Up throwing Garcia, and Kirk returns. He tagged one about halfway, and he nearly crossed up Barger, who figured he was headed to 3rd one way or the other.
A good matchup for the Rangers right there.
And now a ground ball short, and Webb gets out of the inning. Wow, what a weapon Garcia in right field.
It's 2-1. The Blue Jays leading the Rangers.
Here's Wyatt Langford, who's responsible for the only run today for Texas. And there's a swing and a miss, and Gausman against Langford. Strikeout number 4 today for Kevin. That is a pretty good take right there by Josh Young, but it's called a strike. Boy, a bit of a late call.
Strike 3 called, and Young retired to in the 6th inning. Now this is how that last half inning just ended, with a pitch well below the zone. Young called out on strikes. That was just so frustrating with a team that has struggled here. And then Will Little, hearing it from the Rangers bench, ejected somebody.
The Blue Jays leading the Rangers. 2-1 is the score right now. Toronto in Arlington, and Kevin Gausman on the hill for an 8th inning of work. The right-hander only on 81 pitches.
And here's Haggerty, who's flied out twice and struck out.
And it's right to him. A leaping stop, and he throws him out 2 down.
Boy, he's done a good job of utilizing that great arm. He went up in the air, came down, and just threw a rocket across the diamond for the 2nd out.
Bounce to 1st. Clement has it, and that's the inning. 8 terrific innings here in this one for Kevin Gausman.
Blue Jays 2, Rangers 1.
Runner at 2nd, 2 outs. He swings and lines one to center. It's a base hit. Rounding 3rd, Stefanik. He's heading home, and now he goes back to 3rd as the throw on 1 hop by Langford is right on the money.
What a play by Langford to attack that ball and save perhaps another run. And he lifts it into left field. It'll take Osuna back, but he will make the catch, and that ends the inning.
Jeff Hoffman on to pitch. 4-2 with a 6.04 ERA, 10 saves and 3 blown saves, and the Rangers are down to their final out, trailing by the score of 2-1.
And it's going to be in the hands of Jake Berger.
In the air again, playable again. Varsho, and the Blue Jays win it. Jeff Hoffman picks up his 11th save of the season. Kevin Gausman with an outstanding performance today. Dalton Varsho provides a lot of the offense, and the Blue Jays snap their 3-game losing streak.